Hello, students. My name is Prahalad Baral, and today we'll be talking or learning about system of equations in two variables. So let's get into our learning objective for today. Today's learning objective is we'll be using algebra to model a real life problem involving a system of equations in two variables. Next, we'll be able to solve them algebraically and graphically. So first of all, we'll try to model the problem using variables, and then that will generate a system of equations. So in this system, we'll have two variables involved. So that will create two variable equations, and there will be two equations. So if we have got three variables, there will be three equations in the system. If there are four variables, four equations in the system. So likewise, it goes on. So in our lesson, we have got just two variables today, and we have got just two equations. And next, we'll learn to solve algebraically. In this algebraically means we'll try to use simple substitution method, and we'll use elimination method, and next we'll use Desmos to see the solution graphically. That is what we'll be talking in this lesson today. So there are other method of solving, like matrix method, and also like by drawing on the grid, but we'll use those things in the next class. But this class is mostly focused on two methods, algebraically and finally using Desmos. So let's get into the problem now. Here is the problem. So a group of 40 people went on an overnight camping trip, taking 15 tents with them. Some tents were smaller and only held 2 people each, while the rest were larger and held 4 people each. All the tents were filled, and every person got to sleep in a tent. That means they have taken total 15 tents, and there were 40 people, and then there are two types of tents. Smaller one holds 2 people each, larger one holds 4 people each. So now our job is to write the system of equation to model the given situation and solve to find each type of tents that was taken on the camping trip. Next, check your work using the Desmos graphing calculator. So we'll be using Desmos at the end to see our solution and compare our algebraic work and also the graphical representation. So let's see. Smaller tents. Here you can see in the picture here. So these are larger tents, and then this here we have got smaller tents. You can see 40 people are there. Now our job is to model this one. Let us assume that smaller tents are number of smaller tents are number of smaller tents are x, and number of larger tents are y. So that is our assumption. Now that way we know that there are two types of tents and total are 15. So that means we can just add x plus y and get the first equation, that is 15. So our total number of tents are 15. Smaller are x, number of smaller tents are x, number of larger tents are y. So when we add them together, we get 15. Now next, we have got x number of smaller tents, and each can hold 2 people each. So that means we have got 2x number of people in smaller tents plus each larger tents can hold 4 people each. So that means there will be 4 times y number of people in larger tents. So that gives us total number of people, that is 40. So we got our system of equation. Now our job is to solve them algebraically. So let's go ahead and solve them. Let me write down the equation here. The first equation is x plus y equals 15, and second equation is 2x plus 4y equals 40. So first of all, let us use substitution method. For substitution method, what you do is you isolate one of the variable from this equation. Why I am doing from the first equation? Because x and y are like that equation looks very simple to me, and it is very easy to isolate one of the variables. So let us do that. Y equals 15 minus x. If you subtract x from both sides, you get y equals 15 minus x. Now that is our y right there. So in the second equation, if you see, your y is right there. Now what we do, we substitute 2x plus 4 times, in place of y we are going to put this 15 minus x. 15 minus x. So now that is equal to 40. Now simplify this. 2x plus distribute 4 times 15 is 60 minus 4x equals 40. So now group the like terms, 2x minus 4x, terms without x on the other side, or just subtract 60 from both sides. So you get that is equal to 40 minus 60, which happens that 60 being other side, or directly you can just take 60 to other side by changing the sign. Now we have got negative 2x here, and that gives us negative 20 here, and then x equals, divide both sides by negative 2, and you get negative 20, divide by negative 2, negative number divide by negative number, another negative number gives you positive number, that is 10. So we got the number of smaller tens. So there are 10 smaller tens. And let us see how many larger tens are there. We already got the value of x. Now plug in this equation right there, which is already ready to go. So y equals, we know that 15 minus x is 10. In place of x you put 10, so you get 5. Your y equals 5. So that means we got number of larger tens, that is larger tens. Now we solved using the substitution method. Let us go ahead and solve using elimination method. So I'm going to just separate the area so that we can just see here. So first equation is x plus y equals 15, and then second equation is 2x plus 4y equals 40. Now in elimination method, try to make one of the variable coefficient of one of the variable same. So if you see here, you can see in the second equation you have got 2x plus 4y equals 40. 2x is there. So if you multiply the first equation by 2, you are going to get 2x. Let's do that. Let's multiply the first equation by 2. That is 2 times x plus y equals 2 times 15. That gives us 2x plus 2y equals 30. So this is our first equation. It looks it has a new look now. So now let's take the second equation and subtract that the new equation that we got from the first equation. So that is, our second equation was 2x plus 4y equals 40 minus 2x plus 2y equals 30. So now we have this 2x minus 2x is 0, plus 4y minus 2y is 2y equals 40 minus 30 is 1010. Now again divide both sides by 2, you get 5. So now you got your value, you got the value of y as 5. That means we have got we have got 5 larger tens. Next, let's use the value of y and plug in the first equation. So that is already it is there, x plus 5 in place of y equals 15. Subtract both sides, that 5, that x gives us 10. So now x also we got. That means these are number of smaller tens. So smaller tens. So we have got 10 number of smaller tens. So how can you write in order pair? So you can write x value is 10, y value is 5. So if you need to write in order pair, you can always write like this. So we got our number of smaller tens and also the larger tens, that is 5. And similarly here also you can write in order pair 10 comma 5, that is writing in order pair. So our solution representing as ordered pair. Now we solved using algebra these two different ways. Now let's go and let's jump into Desmos and check our work. So I just jump into the Desmos and plug in my first equation, x plus y equals 15, and the second equation is 2x plus 4y equals 40. So we have got that is 40 and our solution is right there. If you just zoom in and just click there, you'll see your 10 and 5. So that is the last way that we use to check our work. First of all, you are encouraged to do algebraically and then just go to your Desmos and plug in those equations and see how the solution matches with your algebraically solved solution. So Desmos are important and we need to know them how to use, but at the same time you must know how to solve algebraically using by writing. So this problem is done. Now I want you guys go ahead and give a try to the next problem. In the second problem you have got here this is classwork. Victor and Maria went to the same website. Victor bought 2 video games and 1 movie download for a total of $105. Maria bought 1 video game, 4 movie downloads for a total of $105. So both of them, they have spent same amount of money. Now your job is write the system of equation to model the given situation and solve to find the cost in dollars of each video game and each movie download. Next, check your work using the Desmos graphing calculator. So now 2 representation pictures are given here for your understanding. So you can see here and here. Now please work in pairs and I'll be moving around in the classroom. If you need any support, I'll be right there. And just to go ahead and get started. Thank you.